What is going on, tribe, and welcome back to another Galaxy of Heroes video with me, your bald-headed boy Scribe. We are once again within the throes of Galactically Challenged. A brand new episode track is available. So let's go ahead and get our rewards. Today we find ourselves on Jakku facing off against the Empire. It is a team featuring Emperor Palpatine, Mara J, Darth Vader, Thrawn, and Shore Trooper, as well as a little summoned ally. The feats we have to do are thus: complete the battle. That feat is back up and running, baby. Let's go. Complete the battle with a full team of Scoundrel units, which is not so bad. Complete the battle without losing a unit, again not so bad. And complete the battle after defeating 3 enemies in the same turn. Not so bad again. It takes a little bit of finagling, but we can get there. And finally, those of you that have got the episode pass, you will have some additional feats in which you can gain some additional episode points. Now, the global modifier is Scorching Sun. Essentially, every single time a player takes a turn, they are going to get a stack of Overheat. Overheat, when you hit 10 stacks, you will instantly be defeated, but you also get given the global ability, which is Thermal Regulate. That lets you remove 2 stacks of Overheat from one of your characters. So it's about sort of managing all of that Overheat, essentially. Now, the player modifier is 1 step ahead. All Scoundrel allies are going to gain 30% max health, 20 speed, and are immune to buff immunity. Whenever they take damage while they buff, they also take 30% less damage, have 50% counter chance, and inflict defense down for 2 turns when they are attacked, which cannot be resisted. Whilst debuffed, Scoundrel allies also have an additional 10 speed. Now, the Empire has got Imperial Edict as their modifier. If there is an Emperor ally in the leader slot, which there is, they gain 30% max health and protection, and whenever the Empire ally in the leader slot uses a special ability, all of them are going to assist. So the key takeaway is don't let them take turns. And they also get a Snow Trooper operative summoned. So let's go ahead and look at what I use to get full Scoundrels, full feats, 1 battle, done and dusted, yada yada yada, you know the business. And here we have it. I know this team looks funky as all hell, and that's because it is funky as hell. Now, you could probably swap out Queel and use Cat instead. If you have Cat, she's probably a better unit actually to use than Queel, passing loads of additional offense, but I'm going to use Queel in this instance. So a BAM lead. Why a BAM lead? Because it gives us a little bit of turn meter generation, which is absolutely wonderful. He also has Whistling Birds, which can defeat multiple enemies in 1 turn. Another instance where Cat is very useful in this team, maxing out Beskar Armor's damage. Then we've got Dash Rendar. He's mostly there for an AoE daze, but also lots and lots of attacks that can really feed up Whistling Birds. Skiff Guard Lando provides us with an ability to swap turn meter, which is great, just like Kitty Cat. Then Queel has I Have Spoken, which is going to give us turn meter and additional damage under BAM, and Cara Dune is the MVP. She just destroys Empire teams, keeps them controlled, keeps getting rid of them, their TM, keeps stunning them, all that good juicy business. Let's check it out. And away we go. Okay, so the trickiest part of this is, of course, trying to land the 3 kills in 1. So open up with Dash's stun to get rid of the pre-taunts on Shore Trooper, and then we're going to use I Have Spoken with Queel. That's going to pass us all big TM. You want a nice big AoE from Cara Dune. Look at that mass stun. Isn't that just beautiful? And I'm just going to constantly be passing turns back over to Cara Dune. We want her there to control the board entirely. That's her purpose. Let's see. I'm going to save that Whistling Birds. We're just going to save that until we are ready to use it. AoE over here from Dash, putting daze on absolutely everybody. And then we just want to try and control everybody that we can. Just try and go in and stun and TMR everybody into the ground until we get everybody relatively low. So that one nice big Whistling Birds will be juicy and hopefully defeat 3 enemies in 1 turn. That's the aim of the game right now. That is the aim of the game. Now, you don't need to worry about Thermal Regulate on Cara Dune if she has got Tenacity up. So I'm just having a look around here. Maybe Stun Palps here. Wonderful. Let's see. We'll go ahead and get this. And once again, throw out those bombs. Look at that. Okay, we are looking quite pretty now. So I'm going to go into Whistling Birds. And then I'm just going to do a basic on Shore. We're going to do I Have Spoken. We're going to flip the turn back over to Dash over here, who's going to do a nice big AoE. Oh, look at this. This is looking pretty. This is looking pretty. Throw out the Whistling Birds. 20 stacks. 3 enemies defeated in 1 turn. Full team of Scoundrels completing the tier. All very, very good and very, very easy. And we also didn't lose a unit, so that's that as well. Now we're going to go over a couple of teams to sort of isolate these feats to get them done for people that might not necessarily have that BAM team. Like I said, I recommend actually using Commander Ahsoka Tano in that team if you have her. Use her instead of Skiff-Guard Lando, because she adds 50% offense to that team. Huge damage output for your BAM. Let's look at winning without losing a unit. Now, I would say something like a full Rebel team will do absolutely phenomenally here. So potentially, let's actually say Phoenix. I think Phoenix would probably destroy faces in this team. So let's go ahead and add a standard Phoenix comp over here. We're just going to roll with this on more or less full auto. I imagine that they're going to have a hard time over here. I imagine. So let's just, let's actually just go full auto. Let's just go full auto, chew through that Shore Trooper. Shore Trooper's gone, and then I would focus on Darth Vader, because I don't like him. I don't like him, I don't like what he stands for, and I don't like what he's done to the Rebels, basically. And then Emperor's Hand, Mara Jade is coming in with that tenacity down, but does it matter? Does it heck? Nope, doesn't matter. The Phoenix are just rolling this so heavily, so heavily. You could also probably do that with CLS. So there you go. That's beating the tier. That's also no losses. 2 of the feats there giving you some plentiful episode points. Let's look at Scoundrels. Now, the great thing about Scoundrels is that all the bounty hunters basically are Scoundrels. So I'm going in with a Jango Fett lead here. The only reason I'm using Jango Fett as a leadership is because he provides additional speed to the team. And speed to the team is always going to be a good thing. Sometimes all you need to do is get out of the gate, right out the rip, and that's usually enough for us to start the ball rolling. Okay, so we're just going to start burning everybody down here. Wonderful. Who do I want to try and control? I think I want to try and control Mara Jade. Let's try and get that done. Let's just constantly try... Oh, look at that. AoE ability blocks. That's exactly what we want to see. Exactly what we want to see. Looks like we have hit contract as well. So let's get this over here. Let's flip off that and reverse it. And who do we want to destroy? Ooh. Yeah, let's just get rid of Palpatine. Don't like Palpatine. Keep that taunt up on the Bossk. And then burn down the enemy team. All right, so it's looking pretty good over here. I'm going to focus on Mara Jade next, because I think she's probably the most impactful person on the enemy team. The other good thing about this Bounty Hunter team is that we do have lots of damage output, and almost the entire team has got Bounty Hunter's Resolve. Which means when we die from that thermal regulate, that overheat, sorry, we're just going to revive, except for Bossk, of course. The trick is to win before that happens. But there we go. Full team of Scoundrels, complete the battle, as well as complete the battle without losing a unit. Jango Fett lead, I only used him because it gives 30 speed and some additional offense. You could try and use Bossk lead, you could try and even use Zam Wessel, or a Sing's leadership to get a fast contract, to get that Annihilate out. All these things can work. Let's look at getting the Crush Them feat then. Destroy 3 enemies with 1 turn. So going back over to that Crush Them feat, let me just show you how to do it with Bam and Cat. I'm using Skiff-Guard Lando, Dash Rendar, and Queel. The principle is very similar. All we're looking to do right now is just do absolutely boatloads of damage with our Whistling Birds. It's going to be a little bit nutty. We're going to pass the turn over to Bam at the start. He's going to go immediately into Whistling Birds. We're going to do 1 big AoE here. That's immediately going to put us into all of the stacks of Whistling Birds that we need. And then we just pass the turn back over using Skiff-Guard Lando, targeting big units, and just AoE. Boom. 3 people dead immediately. 1 turn in, basically. They've had 1 turn. That's all they've managed to do. The counterattack's coming in hot. Yeah, so as you can see, it's a lot easier if you use this setup over here. Obviously, you'll need to have your BAM modded for high offense and stuff like that, but Cat pressing all that additional offense, Queel with the I Have Spoken, and then just the turn meter controlling with those teams back and forth make it very easy. Okay, so we're going to go in with C with Wat Tambor, Armorer, Hermit Yoda, and Han Solo. Han Solo is literally just there to stun people, so I would say stun Mara Jade so she can't do anything. Place that tank tech, over on C. Then you want a Link Shore Trooper, and I guess Vader, because Vader goes into Merciless Massacre, lots of turns, supercharge that ultimate, straightly get away through his max health and protection. And then I guess I'll put the weapons tech over on Armorer to try and make sure she takes a turn nice and quick. We want to try and get that triple stack of Beskar armor on Armorer. See if we get some more stuns. No, we don't. Oh, here we go. We've got... it's only 2. It's only 2. Is 2 going to be worthwhile? I mean, yeah, we'll just put the double stacks of armor over there. I would rather get the 2 stacks of Beskar armor than none at all on C, even though this means he can actually be crit, which is not ideal. But I didn't want to risk not getting another turn with armor, which looks like that might well be the case. Don't think we're going to get another turn. Oh, we did get another turn. How rude. How very rude. All right, okay. So now it's just about playing the long game over here. Try to keep C nice and healthy with those buffs that he's got. Extra defense, extra offense, recovering all of his protection, all that good jazz. You do not want to ultimate. Do not, under any circumstances, ultimate. You want to hold that ultimate off as long as possible. We can make some allegories to other activities that might want to, delay gratification by going into the ultimate form. But this is a kids show, and that's how it's going to be. This is not a kids show. All right, so we're just waiting here. We want to try and get back around to another link. Hopefully we'll get that nice and quick. That second link will essentially be able to let us absorb more max protection, but also strip away the protection from the enemy. Now, do make sure you constantly remove your thermal regulate when you can, because you do not want to die from that nasty business. Just hold it on off. We're building up mastery every time enemies with Link have got use an ability, essentially. So I'm going to link Palpatine right now, and then I'm going to swap over and link Mara Jade. Both of those people, we want to take away all of their max protection if we can, and just use Thermal Regulate when we can. Thermal Regulate. This is not up for debate. Yeah, let's use Thermal Regulate here. Just get rid of those stacks. Got to use that when we can, realistically speaking. Wonderful, we're just absorbing lots and lots of mastery right now. And then we'll use that first special for a nice juicy heal. And Vader has defeated himself. Oh, okay, this could be an issue. Let's quickly ultimate. I didn't consider that the enemy will not use Thermal Regulate on itself and may well defeat itself. Okay, let's see. I was never worried. Were you worried? I wasn't worried. Another way of getting it done is with a Queen Amidala team over here. I'm taking in Shaq T and General Skywalker as the third. Now, the great thing about this team is that Padawan Obi-Wan will attack under protection, so he can do significant amounts of damage under protection. And we also have a very good way of passing offense up with Shaq T's basic, and lots of additional damage with Qui-Gon Jinn using his second special. This is all about powering up how much damage Master Obi-Wan, Padawan Master Wan can do with his AoE. So that's exactly what we are going to do. It's also a very tanky team, it's a very survivable team, so we don't have to worry as much about the amount of damage incoming. We also have Gas. He's there. He can reduce max health. For example, if we attack Vader like this, we're going to be reducing his max health quite significantly, 20% when you attack someone with no protection. So that's rather wonderful as well. Let's take a look here. Let's go ahead and we could let's what should we do? Call in Padawan Obi-Wan, I guess. So this second special over here will do significant amounts of damage, but we want to save that until the enemy is just a little bit lower and we've got some additional buffs going on. That would be the ideal scenario there. The ideal scenario there. All right, good. So we can reduce the max health on Shore Trooper over here. This is all about trying to make sure that we can do some really good damage with that AoE. Wonderful. Master Qui-Gon Jinn also does really great damage, by the way, guys. He ramps up so quickly in terms of damage output. All right, let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3 people on low health. Let's do this AoE. Boom. Everybody dies. Oh, my lord. Whew, baby. Queen Amidala can get it done, baby. And that is going to about do it for today's episode of Galactically Challenged with your bald-headed boy Scribe. I hope it was useful to you. If it was, please hit that like button and subscribe if you're not already. I will see you all in the very next video. Peace out, and may the Force be with you.